With a plentiful amount of options to choose from for three-row crossovers, the Nissan Pathfinder is a solid but aging choice in this crowded field. It got rid of its truck-based origins in 2013 and followed the automotive trend of car-based SUVs, but since its debut 3 years ago, the competition has increased quite significantly. So let's go ahead and check out this 2016 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum. Now, as far as styling goes on the Pathfinder, it's an okay looking crossover, but its age is really starting to show due to the fact that you don't have any modern styling touches such as LED daytime running lights or even projector headlights. You have these big old bulky halogen headlights here. But on the Platinum model, we do get these pretty good looking 20-inch machined aluminum wheels. They do look pretty good in my opinion. And our top of the line Platinum comes with some nice amenities such as ventilated front seats as well as a power adjustable steering wheel. Now here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. It's your typical Nissan intelligent smart key. You have your remote keyless entry, your lock, unlock, then your power tailgate and your panic button. And then you have your remote engine start right here as well. Now this color of the Pathfinder is known as the pearl white. Pretty good looking color here. And you do have smart key access on the driver's door and the front passenger door. And on the interior, you will find a charcoal black leather interior. Power driver's seat, of course, and your power recline and power lumbar. Alright, now stepping on inside of the Pathfinder here, the ease of ingress and egress is pretty good, and the step-in height is fairly low. The cabin design is fairly premium and very luxurious, with an Infinity-like level of quality inside of here. But it's a fairly opulent cabin design. Now you do have push button ignition, of course. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. That's a standard equipment across all Pathfinders. And what you're hearing there is a 3.5 liter V6. Full leather wrapped steering wheel. Now coming to your transmission, we have your only gearbox. It's a CVT automatic with lower gear selection. When you put the vehicle into reverse, this will tilt down the mirrors and it displays your 360-degree view rear view camera. We also do have a top-down view, and then it shows views from the side mirrors as well. And then you have your normal view right there. And then we also do have rear parking sensors and guidance lines with the trajectory. And then you also do have rear cross traffic alert as well. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights. And the hazards. Driver's window and the front passenger window are fully automatic in the Pathfinder. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Now the reason why Nissan switched the Pathfinder from its truck-based roots to a car-based platform is because they wanted to make the vehicle much more fuel efficient as well as much more comfortable riding as well. Like I said, you have 20-inch aluminum alloy wheels. Sales have somewhat increased over the past few years for the Pathfinder as well. You also do have halogen headlights and halogen fog lights. And Nissan's traditional trapezoidal front grille. Now powering the Pathfinder is your only engine choice. It's your 3.5 liter V6 that produces 260 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 240 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM, with EPA numbers being a very respectable 20 in the city and 27 on the highway. But we do have the front-wheel drive model here. Now, one reason why the Pathfinder earns such high fuel economy numbers is because of that CVT automatic transmission. It's not like a traditional kind of automatic. Now, trims of the Pathfinder start at the base S trim, which starts at $29,830. The SV starts at $33,150. The SL starts at $36,410, and then the top of the line Platinum starts at $41,610. As far as competitors go for the Pathfinder, you have the mid-size 3-row crossovers. This includes the likes of the Ford Explorer, Toyota Highlander, GMC Acadia, Chevrolet Traverse, Buick Enclave, Honda Pilot, many competitors in this class. If you are looking for a 3-row crossover with pretty respectable fuel economy, then the Pathfinder should certainly satisfy. Like I said, you do have cameras on the side mirrors right here. Total vehicle price for our particular model is $43,935, including destination charges. On the top right here, you also have roof rails and crossbars. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, you have rear window wiper with a rear window defroster, rear parking sensors, rear reflectors, and a tow hitch. All of your basic power necessities, of course. You have your power windows, power door locks, and your power mirrors, chrome interior door handles, nice leather padding on the armrests, and nice stitching as well. Interior quality is decent. Inside of the Pathfinder here, you have nice soft touch materials on the upper door panel and the armrest, as well as the mid door panel as well. Build quality is also excellent. No panel gaps inside of here. The interior trim and pieces don't creak either. Overall, like I said earlier in the video, this interior has almost an Infiniti-like level of quality. It's a pretty nice interior inside of here. Now, coming to the steering wheel design, this steering wheel you will find on Nissan's and Infiniti's latest products. It's a pretty nice looking steering wheel design. It's pretty bulky feeling too. Over here we have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, as well as your voice recognition and your Bluetooth phone controls. These controls right here control your little information center, which I will get to in just a minute. Over here we do have your cruise control. Now, there's no high-end safety technologies that are available on the Pathfinder besides blind spot detection. There's no adaptive cruise control or forward collision warning or anything of that nature. Many of its competitors do offer that. Up here we do have your auto-dimming rearview mirror with garage home link. Then you have your sunglass container, map lights, which are LEDs. Then you have your sunroof. We also do have a panoramic sunroof back there, which extends all the way into the third row. But this button right here just operates your sunroof, and then this operates your shade for the sunroof in the back. Then you also do have a manual sliding shade up front. The seating comfort is superb in the Pathfinder here. The seats are so comfortable. They're just great for long road trips. They're very plush, and the side bolstering on them are decent as well. Thigh support is excellent. One of the most comfortable seats in the class for sure. Down here we do have a little storage compartment, two power outlets that are 12 volts. And then you have your dual cup holders, heated and ventilated front seats for the driver and the passenger. Then you have your center console lid, nice and soft touch and nice and stitched. And then down there you have your USB charging port, another 12-volt power outlet, and your video jacks. Decent amount of center console storage, however. Coming to these buttons over here, we have your traction control off button, and then your heated steering wheel, and then your power tailgate, and then you could turn that on or off if you would like. And then you have your blind spot detection, and then your tow mode, as well as the on and off button for your main power outlet. And the steering wheel in the Pathfinder also does tilt and telescope, and it is powered with a pretty good range of adjustment, I have to say. Coming to the gauges and the instrument cluster, it has a pretty traditional kind of setup with the information in the center, and then you have your tachometer on the left as well as your coolant temperature, and on the right you have your fuel gauge as well as your speedometer. Coming in the center right there, it's all controlled by the buttons on the steering wheel, and it shows you various amounts of vehicle information such as your average fuel economy data, and it also shows you what gear you're in as well as your exterior temperature readout. And then you have your tire pressure monitoring, any warning messages for the vehicle, and then you have your settings from the driver assistance, vehicle settings, main menu selection, the body color, if you want it in brown or blue. Then the maintenance, alarms, language, units, and then the welcome effect on or off, and then you could do a factory reset. Overall, this is a nice little intuitive little information center here with pretty good graphics and rendering. I wish the knobs and the buttons for the climate controls were slightly bigger, but however, it's a very simple and clean looking layout. We do have dual zone automatic climate control. You have your temperatures for the driver and then the front passenger. Then you have your fan speeds and your different modes, which is your different zones, and it shows you up on the touchscreen what mode you're in and what's the temperature. And then you also do have your recycling right here, and then your front window defroster as well as your rear window defroster too. Overall, pretty intuitive. Alright, now let's get to the head unit and the multimedia interface and everything. Now, one thing I really don't like about this system is that it's pretty dated looking when you compare it to other head units in the business, and it looks like it came straight out of 2009 rather than 2016. However, that does not mean it's not intuitive. It's actually pretty user-friendly. Now, down here we do have your audio controls. This is for your volume, your tune. Then you have your AM, FM, satellite radio. Your different media sources do include your auxiliary input as well as your CD player with your optical disc drive. Then you have your Bluetooth streaming audio. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. Now, coming to the camera, now you can access your camera at any time, which is pretty cool. Your 360 degree view camera. I wish more vehicles would do that, and all you have to do is press on this camera button right here. Coming to destination, you can enter in your destination manually by putting in the street address and everything, and then you could do it by voice if you would like as well. And then this is your dial right here, which is pretty much your main controller for everything. And then you have your guidance settings and then your route settings. The touchscreen is pretty responsive, I have to say. Coming to the map quality, like I said, this system, this head unit looks like it came straight out of 2009, so this map kind of looks like it came out 7 years ago. But it's pretty intuitive. It does what it needs to do, and it does show live traffic and all that good stuff. And then you could change the brightness of the touchscreen if you would like. Coming to status, it shows you your climate control, and then what media source you're using as well. Shows you your average fuel economy, your distance till empty. This is kind of like your home screen. It shows you pretty much everything in one little screen. Then you have your info, which you have your fuel economy maintenance. You can do where am I, and then your traffic info, weather info, map update, and shows you your navigation version too. Let's go to fuel economy. As you can see, it shows you your distance till empty, and then a little bar graph too, and then it shows you your average fuel economy. Coming to settings right here, you have many different settings that you could change on the system, such as the navigation settings, audio, volume and beeps, display, clock, others. Let's go to others. This is your language and units, voice recognition, image viewer. I do love how they have a little back button that's pretty convenient. Overall, it's a nice little system that's very intuitive and it's very responsive. I just wish the head unit was more updated looking. It looks pretty dated in my opinion. Now, driving the Pathfinder here, the best part about driving this vehicle is probably its very smooth and buttery like ride quality, as well as its good fuel economy too. It's a very practical kind of crossover. There are other mid-size 3-row SUVs that are better to drive and that do handle a little bit better. The steering feels kind of numb behind the wheel. You can feel for where this vehicle is trying to go. However, there certainly are other crossovers that are more engaging to drive. Like I said, this crossover is geared more towards fuel economy and a comfortable ride quality and an easy to live with kind of nature. Now, the 3.5 liter V6 certainly provides enough power for the vehicle. However, there's no optional powertrain available. Some other crossovers do offer optional powertrains like the Ford Explorer. The CVT automatic transmission is one main reason why the Pathfinder earns pretty good fuel economy numbers. However, it's not the most refined transmission out there. It hesitates to shift at times and it has abrupt shifts at times as well, and it's not really all that smooth shifting, I have to say. However, like I said, if you're looking for a very comfortable ride quality and decent fuel economy, then the Pathfinder should certainly satisfy. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut it down. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. Still have nice stitching and a nice softly padded armrest, and it's soft to the touch on the mid-door panel, and you have chrome interior door handles. Now, sitting back here in the second row of the Pathfinder, it's a very pleasant experience. You have very comfortable seats and they're very plush, just like the front seats. And I have plenty of legroom back here as well as plenty of headroom. And when the panoramic sunroof is open, it certainly gives it a much more open, airy feeling inside of here. And then you also do have automatic climate control back here, which is nice. And then you have your 120 volt power outlet, as well as heated rear seats. Nice amenities back here. And a rear seat entertainment system is also optional back here. You have a rear center armrest with cup holders too. Very comfortable. And these seats do slide forward and aft for a more comfortable experience, which is nice. All right. Now, one thing I really do love about the Pathfinder is its Easy Flex seating system. Now, all you have to do is push up on this button right here, and then push the seat forward, and then you hop right in to the third row. It's pretty easy, very easy mechanism to do. And then these seats back here do recline, of course. And you can fold the seats all the way down to maximize cargo space. All right, now if you're looking for a roomy third row, certainly go with the GMC Acadia, Chevrolet Traverse, or the Buick Enclave. It's very cramped back here in the third row. And this is actually a pretty large mid-size crossover. But you do have cup holders back here, and the seats back here are also even plush too. And then you have rear adjustable headrests back here. All right. Power tailgate. Now, another key area where the Pathfinder falls short is its cargo space, especially behind the third row seats. Now, you do have a 12 volt power outlet back here, and the rear seats do fold down to maximize cargo space a little bit better. Passenger seat with power recline. You have your glove box compartment, nice and damp. So the 2016 Nissan Pathfinder is a competent mid-size 3-row crossover SUV. With its decent fuel economy, its comfortable ride quality, and its high-end looking interior. However, where the Nissan Pathfinder falls short is certainly in its styling, as well as its lack of high-end safety technologies and its modest cargo space. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.